Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Nick,
And Adam.
and we're your friendly neighborhood podcasters from the Cheering from the CheapSeats Podcast, and we are here on behalf of the Variety Sports Network doing a little NFL wildcard preview.
Whoop, whoop. Yep. One of the best sports weekends of the year.
Yeah,
Maybe divisional round.
yeah. I mean, well, it is kickoff to NFL playoffs, so I mean, you got to get a little excited for that.
And you got to say it right. It's super wild card weekend.
Super wild card. Is that better?
Oh yeah, because it's not only that there are more teams. Well, I guess they started last year with more teams, but now they're having a Monday night game.
Yeah, that's what makes it super, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, so we were asked if we would like to sit down and preview at least one of these wildcard games, and we're like, sure. We've never done something like this before, but we thought it'd be kind of fun. So, like I said, we're new, so if we seem a little off, it's because we're complete noobs. I haven't been a noob at something in a long time.
It's all good. We're gonna give it the old college try.
I guess that's all they can ask for. We decided that we would preview the Ravens and Bengals, which you looked in. It's a Sunday game. They're playing on Sunday?
Yes, it is the primetime game on Sunday at 8:15.
Oh, nice.
Eastern time.
Eastern Standard Time. EST. So I guess the big story coming from this game is it was announced today that Lamar Jackson will not be playing this game. So the Ravens get to rely on good old Tyler Huntley to hopefully lead them to the Super Bowl. So,
yeah.
Yay.
And that made all the difference in how I picked this game.
Definitely.
Because I'd probably go the Bengals either way, to be honest. But definitely, I don't think the Ravens have a chance. They always have the chance. It's the NFL. But it's going to be a whole lot harder without Lamar.
Definitely. I mean, Tyler Huntley is a competent backup, but he is no Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Like Lamar Jackson, I feel like it's just one of those players that just is super dynamic to an offense.
Oh, yeah, of course. And I was just looking. So Lamar went down in week 13.
Yeah,
Like they're 2-3 since then to close out the season. Meanwhile, the Bengals have not lost a game since week 8, putting aside the Bills game that got
stuff happened. Yeah.
Excuse me.
But yeah, so I mean, the Ravens are 2-3 in the game since Lamar's injury, but they have even their wins have not been super pretty. Like the game that he went down there playing the Broncos, and we all know how horrible Denver was this year, and they only won 10-9. And then they did beat the Steelers, but I think that was the game that Kenny Pickett got injured too. So I mean, I'm sure that was just a fun game to watch with two no-name quarterbacks. And then they lost to Cleveland, where they only scored 3 points. So if you're only scoring 3 points against the Browns, then something's definitely wrong. Beat the Ravens 17-9. And once again, not the Ravens, the Falcons. They're the Ravens. They're not playing the Ravens. It'll be the Falcons 17-9. And then let's see. They lost to the Steelers 16-13. So you lost to the Steelers this time. And then last week of the season, you lost to these Bengals 27-16. So it hasn't really been completely pretty with for the Ravens without Lamar Jackson.
No, definitely not. So do you think the Ravens have any chance at all in this game without Lamar?
Well, like you said, I mean, it is the NFL. It is wild card weekend. These are two division opponents, so they know each other well. So I would say that they have they always have a chance. And I mean, weirder things have happened. Maybe Tyler Huntley goes out there and throws for, 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, but I don't really see it happening. I think the Bengals are on too much of a hot streak to lose to Tyler Huntley and this team.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to have to come on defense from the Ravens. I feel like if the Ravens were to win, it's going to be a low scoring affair. Mm-hmm. So their defense going to have to keep them in it, keep Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon, just keep them out of the end zone, and then that's the best they can hope for.
Maybe Tyler Huntley craps the bed, but maybe the defense scores like 4 defensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you really have to slow down Joe Burrow. I was looking at some of his stats, and he has not thrown less than he's thrown at least 2 touchdown passes in his last 1, 2, 3, 4 games. He didn't throw one against the Ravens, which, I found it really interesting. But, I just feel like other than this last game against Baltimore, he's been on fire.
Oh yeah,
and I would know because he was starting quarterback for my fantasy team this year. So
that's how we know most of our information outside of our own is what their players did for our fantasy teams.
Yeah, definitely. Say what you want about that, but whatever. And what's crazy about Burrow is, I mean, he's done it without I feel like Joe Mixon has just been a non-factor the last few weeks. Once again, looking at his stats, his best game came against Cleveland on December 11th when he rushed for 96 yards. The other games he went for 27, 65, 21, and 20. So it's like Joe Burrow has just been straight leading this offense, and you're gonna have to slow him down to have any chance of winning this game.
Yeah. And I was just looking this up, and officially, John Harbaugh is not named. I don't know what that word that was. That he's not named a starter for a quarterback. So he could be Tyler Huntley, or it could be Anthony Brown, undrafted rookie, because it looks like in my handy score app here. Mm-hmm. Currently is 22 of 49 and 302 yards. And so it looks like he's played at least the last game, a few games for him. So who knows?
Well, are you really going to throw Anthony Brown out there to the Bengals?
Hey, I'm just saying it's not official. He's starting, so.
That's a fair point. I mean, I didn't read that, so I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't realize that Harbaugh had named a starter yet. So, how do you think you would feel if Anthony Brown just trotted out there as a starter for the Ravens on Sunday?
I'm like, hey, I mean, well, look at these stats. Probably not great because he's 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. 48.2 passer rating. So
exactly. Yeah. So I think if Anthony Brown trots out there, then I am going to guess that the Bengals are going to win even more.
Yeah.
So
and it's worth mentioning that the current spread is 8.5 points for the Bengals, which has actually gone down a bit. It was 9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's odd, but
what's that?
We're under 40.5. So I think I would put that spread higher than that, maybe like 14, but we'll see.
I don't know. Do you feel that the spread that Caesars has given us is fair? Do you feel like the Bengals are that much better than the Ravens right now?
With this current lineup, yes.
Yeah. So if you were a betting on this game, you would bet the Bengals to cover the spread, or?
Yeah, I'd definitely bet the Bengals to cover. So
yeah,
cover 8.5. So because I think it'll be at least 10 points, if not 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I don't see it getting very pretty for Baltimore. All right, so I mean, if you were just to throw out, I mean, you said that they might cover by you would expect them to at least cover by 10, maybe 14. If you had to give a guess for the final score to this game, what do you think you would give it?
Guess the score. I'm never good at this. Okay, let me go. I'll do 24 Bengals to. I'll do 14. I'll do 10 point.
Okay.
24-14 Bengals.
How many Joe Burrow touchdowns?
Let's see. Now I gotta do my math for that. So that's 3 Joe Burrow touchdowns for 21, okay. And then of course then a field goal.
Yeah. 24-14, I think it's a pretty decent score. I feel like since he's probably going to score a little bit more, so give me 27-10.
Oh wow, that's even a bigger spread than mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Baltimore just is not going to have any kind of chance in this game. It's going to get ugly from the start.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else that you kind of want to talk about this game? Or?
Nah, I think we about covered it. Bengals are going to win. Lock it in. Go put your bets in now.
Joe Burr.
And don't cry to me when it's wrong.
No, I don't feel like it's going to be wrong. I feel like it's probably going to be a closer game than both of us expect.
Probably so. That'll be what happens. It's like the Bengals will still win. It'll just be a lot closer than we think.
Yeah, probably. All right. Well, I hope you guys appreciated this. Like I said, this is our first time, so give us a little bit of slack if you would. But I had fun with this. Maybe we'll get a chance to do this more in the future.
Yeah, of course. I'd love to.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you guys later. Keep cheering.
See ya.